Greetings everyone! Firstly, apologies for no video yesterday. Let's just say I was not a very well grim, and we shall leave it at that. But we are back in fine form today and ready to talk some Planet Zoo. This will be kind of a combined video with regards to the Arctic DLC and a look at patch 1.1. And yes, also only just released update 1.1.1, which fixes many of the reservations I had about talking about the Arctic DLC and also patch 1.1. So let's crack into it. Is the Arctic DLC worth the $7.99 Frontier? I'm looking for it. That's if you're UK poundage, whatever it may be for your region. But yeah, seems expensive. A lot of people were expecting a free DLC. You know, just a little, might only be one or two animals, but a lot of people were expecting just some little Christmas gift. But at its simplest, I would say yes. If you're a Planet Zoo, of course you're going to be getting this. It adds not only more animals, which is lovely, getting 4 new animals, but you also get an absolutely amazing range of new building items. Some of which are truly stunning. The custom builds have already been done, the blueprints that have been done by Frontier, absolutely phenomenal. The animals themselves, they're okay. Okay, there's nothing that's kind of like, ooh, wow. The polar bear is probably my standout favourite, but in all fairness, myself and Cuddles both said polar bear and penguins were the ones we really wanted. So, of course, I'm going to be picking the polar bear. Yeah, of course, as I say, sad to see the penguins in it. I know, before anybody jumps in and leaves a comment, it's the wrong area. I completely get that. But just, I mean, if nothing else, it's an absolute joy to see some different animals from different biomes. Because let's be honest, Planet Zoo is very much dedicated to the grassland savanna style animal, the African animal. So it's nice to see them from some different areas. The construction kits and the parts are outstanding, and to be fair, that's where the bulk of the $7.99 is going to come from. That's where the bulk of the value is coming from. The new animals are great, but it's the 200 plus items, which are, I think, the main bulk of that $7.99 cost is going towards them. In truth, it's a solid DLC. It would have been nice to maybe see something like Reindeer or something like that. Something Christmassy to say thank you to all the fans for sticking with them, because it's been a little bit up and down. Don't get me wrong, fantastic game, but there has been issues. It would be nice if they said, hey guys, just to say thank you to all of you, we've got patch 1.1 coming, which is huge. We've got Arctic DLC, which is huge. But just to say thank you to all of you lot for sticking with us, here's also a little reindeer for you guys to play with, free of charge on us. Enjoy. That would have been nice. But free or otherwise, it is very hard to enjoy new content, new DLC, paid for or otherwise, if the content, the update, makes the game nigh on impossible to play for many. If I could say anything to Frontier, it would be please get the base game sorted before any more DLCs are released. We are very near to what I believe Frontier's vision is for this game, but it feels like other features of 1.1 were bolted on from the 1.03, most of which was deactivated at 1.04 because of so many issues. Like refunds. Refunds are a great idea, and I love the extra layer of complexity they add to the game. I've been saying that for ages, and I'm a huge fan of them. I think it makes the game a lot more interesting. But it needs to be implemented in a way that doesn't absolutely kill people's zoos. You can't log in and go, oh, we're doing really well. This is fantastic. I can get all these new animals in and everything's great. I'm really enjoying the zoo at the moment. Then you log in after an update and it's basically the Hindenburg. There's people screaming. There's fires breaking out. The zoo's just absolutely hemorrhaging money and you've changed nothing. And then you log back in after another update and everything's great and you're making tons of money. People are like, I don't know what the issue is. Everything's fine. It's not a problem. Your animals are all suddenly unboxed, whereas they were boxed before. And it's just, it's a really horrendous way to play the game. It's awful. It's absolutely awful, never knowing what's going to happen from update to update. So this is where we get into 1.1.1, which starts to fix a lot of the issues that have come in 1.1. So some of the biggest would be they fixed an issue with regards to the boxing of animals when they jump. So literally if an animal jumps, it's considered to be escaping and it gets boxed up immediately and then dropped back down. Which is kind of annoying. So a number of issues of animals being flagged as escaped, or in fact they were inside the habitat. That's been sorted. Some issues still exist, and they're going to continue to investigate. I will, by the way, put a full link down to 1.1.1's easy for me to say description. Be in the description, or I'll pin it as the top comment, whatever. But yeah, it's down there if you guys want to see it in total. Now, the big one I didn't mention is refunds. Temporary turning off refunds for animal escapes. So, we've gone into refunds before, but basically, if your guests have an unhappy experience, they will get money back, depending on the amount of time they should have been in your zoo. So basically, it's calculated. Let's say they've got 24 hours to spend walking around your zoo. If something happens, or their enjoyment gets so low, they will actually just leave. They'll go, nope, I'm not enjoying this at all, I'm going to leave. And if it's, say, 12 hours in, they will get 50% refund on the money, and they're going to give less donations and everything else. That's roughly kind of the way it works. But if something happens, like an animal escapes, or they see an animal boxed up in the enclosure, they're going to walk out. They're not going to be happy with that at all. So you can imagine a update or a patch that actually just boxes animals for no reason and claims animals are escaping affects guest happiness a lot. So refunds at the moment, we don't know, this is me completely speculating, refunds at the moment could be perfectly fine and perfectly balanced. But these other issues are causing it to be horrendously broken. Now I'm going to guess Frontier have made that same jump in logic, and that's why they've deactivated the refunds for animals escaping, but they've left refunds as they are, as I think they intend them to be. And they're hoping that this should balance out a little bit, and fixing everything else should eventually bring everything back in line. Which is fantastic. It's great. I'm really happy that they've got 1.1 out so fast, and fingers crossed that it will fix a lot of issues that people are having. So, yes, we have some issues. We accept that. But on the whole, this is outstanding work from Frontier. Not only with the Arctic DLC, but patch 1.1, which, yes, I know came with some issues, but they have been very quick to get 1.1.1 out. And these are massive steps in the right direction. Massive steps. Now, finally, a summary of the Arctic DLC. If you're a fan of the game, you've already got this. You've already been playing, if you've been playing the game non-stop since launch, it's most likely you already own the DLC. You've been straight in there. The day of launch, yes, I want this. You know all the issues, you know everything, but you're cool with it. So it's going to be a day one purchase. This is not for you. But if you're somebody that has played the game, you maybe bought it when it first released, but you lost your saved games, or you just got frustrated with the fact there was issues, and with one update would come out causing problems, they'd do another, rectify it, then more issues would come out, and you were just like, you know what, I'm playing this because I'm casual. I'm a casual player, not really a hardcore zoo fan. I'm going to go and play something else. I ain't got a problem with that. Then yeah, come back and play the base game. You don't need to worry about the Arctic DLC. Come back and give the base game another go, because patch 1.1 and 1.1.1 have very much fixed and very much enhanced what was the base game. So it may feel like a completely different game you're playing. That's the sort of level of features, the level of things that have been added, the tweaks, just some really nice ease of life stuff. We haven't even got into like the security page and stuff like that. There's some really, really good stuff in this. And as I say, 1.1 absolutely fantastic, but again, it's the bugs that came across from 1.03. It's annoying that they haven't already been fixed, but they've jumped on it now with 1.1.1. So yeah, come back, play the base game, see what you think about it, and then yeah, have a look at see if the Arctic DLC is worth getting, because I think it is. I think on its own, if you're a fan, obviously it's going to be a must-have. And if you're somebody that's come back and you start to enjoy the base game again, which I think is very much, as I said before, nearly there. It's nearly there to what Frontier really want. Then yeah, you're going to see that adding in a ton more just amazing animals and really, really good new building items is well worth it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. By the way, the zoo you've been seeing in the background is a new Christmassy zoo I'm doing. It's going to be part of a little Let's Play. Not a major thing, but it's me just having some fun making a cutesy little island Christmassy kind of winter wonderland. So yeah, it's going to be that. I'm going to be doing some more Planet Zoo because I really am liking what 1.1 and 1.1.1 have done, and I also like what the Arctic DLC's brought in. So yeah, I am literally going to live by my own words, and I shall be back. We'll be playing more Planet Zoo and thoroughly enjoying it. And with that, I'm out of here. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.